Hi, I'm Beth Norcross. I direct the Center for Spirituality and Nature. The other day I ran across a poem that is still rippling inside of me. Does that happen to you? Yeah, I can't get this one stanza out of my mind. It's a poem by Joy Harjo. Maybe some of you have heard it, called Remember. And in it she says, "Remember the earth whose skin you are. Remember the earth whose skin you are." I've really been reflecting on that, and it takes me back to that old story of our creation. You know it. 14 billion years ago or so, everything that we know about life, about our planets, about our universe was compressed into a tiny little particle. And for reasons that are not entirely known, the Big Bang, and everything that we see, everything that we know, everything that we have yet to know came from that. It took another 100 million years or so for stars to emerge, and they were very simple at first and then became more complex. But as these stars died, they imploded and then exploded. And in so doing, they created virtually all the elements that we need here on Earth to live. Carbon and oxygen, hydrogen, and the like. Well, about 4 or so billion years ago, some of those particles and gases that came from the stars started to collect around a new star that we call our sun. And it started to coalesce into something that we now call Earth. Everything that you see around you, water, plants, trees, and every creature that you might see walking by, are all from those stars. We're all stardust. We're all created from the same stuff, the same material. Well, it took another billion years, and then something amazing happened, and again, we don't really know why. But a life form emerged out of the vast oceans. A single-celled bacterium, scientists think, out of which all life that we know came. From a little tiny particle of stardust. Everything came out of that same common ancestor. Insects, plants, animals, microscopic organisms, everything. Is it no wonder that when we're out here opening ourselves that we feel a kinship? Because we actually are kin. We came from the same stuff, this stardust, and we came from this common ancestor. We're made of the same material that the skin of the earth that Joy Harjo talked about in her poem, Remember. Well, we tend to lose sight of this, don't we? We don't live in a very embodied way. We don't think about our bodies very often. And the material that joins us with everything else out here. I took heart the other day when I learned that the Okanagan people of British Columbia, their word for body has the word land in it. But the sense that we have no body outside of the land is really quite provocative for me. makes me wonder about this body that we are on earth. Sally McFaig calls the universe the body of God. So maybe this unified being, this material that we're all about, maybe that's what we might call God. You might have other names for it: source, mystery. Let's look at Joy Harjo's poem once again. It's resonating with me, and perhaps it'll resonate with you. She says, remember the earth whose skin you are. Red earth, black earth, yellow earth, white earth, brown earth. We are earth. Remember, you are this universe, and this universe is you. We are all stardust.